What's up, guys? What's up? How you doing this Monday? This Monday. Got damaged Matt, replays, Larry, Lazar, and Hawkboy. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up, Brian? How was your war weekends, guys? You got an ascendable account. Good, good. He's a guardian too. He's good. He's good. Unless you mean the yellow. Was it the yellow or the fast one? No. Which one? Fast or strong? Better. Where are the 5 energies? There. Oh, I mean, in my glasses. Where are my glasses? I've lost them. Why don't you put on ×3 speeds? It's because I can't read chat if I'm on ×3 speed because it goes so quick. I'm here, look, ascending my Zeke fast one. Oh, congrats, Synergy. Congrats. What's up, Gamer Unleashed? How you doing? I don't know what to get from the collection, Princess or Brian. I'd say Princess is okay, but the biggest problem I find with her, if you've got a shield, she's not going to be as useful. If you haven't got a shield, unless you've got like 4 absolute defenses with her or something, people aren't going to focus her, they're going to rush her. For 2 reasons. Her on defense weapon is bleed, but also she has Indomitable, which basically makes her mad tanky anyway, so most people ignore Indoms and they just rush them. At least that's how I assume everyone does it. Larry, terrible. You're feeling terrible. That's not good. You got your Carly and your Rose almost max. Nice. How are you finding Carly? How are you finding Carly? Your war sucked. Absolutely terrible. And use the new Harper in War. She's a game changer. Yeah, no doubt, man. No, absolutely no doubt. Disarm is going to be really, really useful. Tough. I use a lot of reds, and with no tower, it was slow going. Yeah, I didn't like the towers this war, I'm going to be honest. I didn't think they were very good. I mean, I talked a little bit about it in my last video. Basically, I thought giving reds a damage buff on defense, and it was a big one, you know, 40% is quite a lot. It's the main weakness that Erica teams have, is that they don't have much kill potential, but then when they've got that buff, they have got kill potential then, you know. There were Mirabelles on defense teams with like nuclear weapons going off when they rushed. Guys at my faction left at the last second. They left? Oh, you mean the last second just before war started? I managed to pull human shield Jesus from victory tokens. Congrats, congrats. What's up, Bloodline? How you doing this evening, man? How you doing? You had fun had like 400k. God damn. You must love war, man. I can barely score 100k. Like, I can get 100k and then I'm just like, oh, too much war, and it's just hard grind, man. Especially the teams that exist right now. It's just, it's really boring for me. You haven't been able to war for a while. The Fast Guardian. Yep, yeah. That Zeke he's good. He's good. Basically, I didn't ascend that Zeke until Faction Assault became a thing, because it was really useful on a Faction Assault, but he's useful in pretty much every part of the game, to be honest. We're gonna pop a can. Let's continue the Ascendance roadmap. I should really use those characters. No. Should really use those characters. I've got a lot of characters that are just like 1 or 2 characters away from level up. My little cheat. So I don't have to spend... Well, so I do spend my food and resources in between tournaments, but on things I actually want to level up. I think the rest aren't close. There you go. Give me some points. Give me some points. There we go. Play. Drop leads. Can. I like my double alphas on this, although one just got stunned. Tara blue best. It's up to you. I think the stun isn't too bad. I think a lot of people make good points about Sandy in that she is a red, so she can get damage. You know, a lot of damage dealt against her because blues have really high damage dealers. But Tara is good. She's going to do a lot of damage, but the downside of Tara is her special skill isn't really a game changer. I mean, it's nice. You could do a lot of damage, but it's not really going to counter revives too much. Your best hope is just to absolutely wreck a revive or 2 revives in a line. Let's see. I got Ascendable Connor. Not sure if he's good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good on attack teams. He's also a good leader for like Survival Roads. It's pretty decent. I might be able to get Princess at a push, but I'll definitely get Rose. Yeah, I'd say if you can get Princess over Rose, you should. Just because Princess isn't really available anywhere else. I can get Rose, but I'm not sure if I should get a second Rose. I mean, if you can't afford anything else, maybe like use your coins from leagues. I mean, Brian is worth just buying some peas and carrots if you only need a few peas and carrots to get Brian. Henry Ian got #1 in CRW. Yeah, I think so as a region. But I think we were kind of mismatched. Like, my faction came 5th or 6th, I think. 6th. Well, I guess that's okay. But we had like 3 in the top 6. So we had it was kind of mismatched, I guess. Or just more active, I don't know. I'm not sure which way you want to look at that. I guess it can be hard to match regions. I need to ascend Carly and Rose, only 5 stars. What level does the story mode go to again? 25 is the Saviors, or I think it's called Sanctuary. Should I watch Lockdown stream or GBZ stream? You know, it's GBZ streaming, I didn't realise. I'm only streaming for an hour. I'm going to be doing like these bonus Monday streams probably every Monday after war, but also maybe every Monday anyway. Monday seems to be a nice chill day to stream because there's only level ups going on. I have 20k season tokens. Should I buy Tara or save for Sandy? You could probably get both if you've already got 20k. So whichever one you think would be more useful straight away, and then just get the other one later. I'm going to try and get all 3. I'm really going to try and get all 3. I really like Naya, even though I don't think she's going to be mega useful raid-wise. But I just think she's awesome. Like, it'd be a lot of fun, her as a character. You didn't get the 200k milestone? No. I did not. Like, my main region, basically, it's really hard to get lots of points. I did get some wars where I was getting like 5 to 10k a war, but my faction is really active, so I'm like 4k is normal, and that means I have to do like 50 wars, and that will take like, that would be like 10 hours plus, 12 hours plus, and I'm not putting in that sort of time. Like I mean, if I enjoyed war, I maybe would, but I don't really enjoy it either. That's the biggest issue I have. What do you recommend from Season 2 store? I'm probably going to make a video about the Season 2 store, but I think just stick to the Ascendables. I would avoid the 5 stars personally. I know last season people were like, oh, look at that Conrad, it's cool, and like Priya, cool. I mean, I did buy Priya, but just because I thought she, you know, she was a great character once upon a time, and it was just cool to have her. But all the Ascendables this season are really good, like in terms of they're useful. Whereas last season, I think Mirabelle was sort of like just a leader and really expensive for that. And you didn't need Kelly if you had a command Glenn already, for instance. So, yeah, Sandy is probably the best one to get if you want a defense team character. If you need an attack team character for range, it's Tara. So it's like, what do you find is your weakness? Are you defending a lot? Then you probably don't need to revive as much. Are you attacking a bit struggle? That's English. Is your attack a bit of a struggle? Then Tara will probably help you out there. Naya is just more for fluff, but she could be useful on an attack team as well, to be honest. If you've already got one Naya, 2 Nayas might work really well together because the burn active, well, yeah, she's got burn active, but also the burn on her weapon. Pretty cool. I'm looking to transfer to a region, but I don't know where to go. Any recommendations? Probably check the forums. People advertise all the time on the forums about changing regions and stuff. I don't see any useful tunes for Season 2. I mean, Active Revive is really, really good. It's really good. You can't block Active Revive with Impair. You can only stop it with, like, Stun. Like, or Confuse. That's the only way you can stop it, Active Impair. You can't neutralize it, you know. If they can do a turn, if they can do an attack, they can do an Active Revive. If you've already got a Revive or you've got a Shield, they work really well together. Andrea lead Brian, Tara, Mirror, and a command. Yeah, that's pretty decent. But the only problem is none of them are going to keep someone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 people as well. Like, the biggest issue I found in War was just obviously people getting picked up, you know, revived after being killed. So I had to run Decapitate all the time. I just didn't like the towers personally. Why wouldn't Princess be good with a shield? Because you'd be able to get your AR up on other characters. Like, the main thing about Princess is that she's got on. I mean, I'd personally probably give her AP down. Her bleed is reasonably strong, what, 600, but it only lasts for 1 turn. So I'd probably try and get AP down if I got her. I'm not going to aim for her. Oh, damn. I'm not going to try and aim for her, but that's what I'd get for her if I was to get anything. Do you think the new Sandy is better than Red Ezekiel? They're very different, you know. Zeke is a good lead. I'm not really rating Sandy as a leader. Sandy's a good leader if you don't have a shield, though. If you have a shield, your shield will gain AR when they get attacked, so not very good. I sent my 6 stars and Ascendables on Ross to help. Yeah, just post it on my Discord and either I or someone else will give you a hand sometime. I can get Brian from the collection by the last day out, just have enough. Yeah, pretty much the same for me. I have enough peas and carrots to get Brian after the next roadmap. How you doing, bro? I'm good. Thanks, Craze. I'm doing good. I'm on the mission where you can work with Negan. I think it's the end of 23. I don't really remember. I auto most of those, I'm going to be honest. What do you think about this attack team? Lydia lead, Blue Yumiko, Naya, Sadiq, and someone else. You're going to rely a lot on Naya. basically, because you're going to have no attack bonuses from your Lydia lead. I have used Lydia lead for like a faction assault and it's worked actually pretty well, but those are long drawn out fights. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. I think I've got some smelling salts in here. I do not. Don't want to waste energy if I can can I get rid of this one? I cannot. Well, if he rushes, he should be lower damage. Oh god damn. She gonna rush. I might have to restart this. Oh, clutch. Come on, Mirabelle. Just attack him, attack him. Stun them! Please, stun them. She's bleeding them. Ah, she's dead. Oh my god. She is dead though. Ah, damn it. Where was I? Let's try and concentrate. I don't know why I had that team going anyway. This is the farm team. What do you think about? Yeah, like I said, I've used it on faction assault, but it's extended fights. So extended fights is not too bad. Like I just went with all-out damage dealers with my blues. You need a massive damage dealer on that team if it's an attack team. Like you need a Tyrese, you need a Dwight, you need this Tara, for instance. Yumiko's okay, but her rush isn't mega damage. I guess it's more the synergy with Naya that is why you've got her there. So you need Tara from leagues, or you need like a big damage dealing blue, you know, something like that. You're going to rely heavily on whoever you put in there as well as that character. I spent like 48 hours in total this war. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. Does Naya burn stack with mod burn from her and other tunes if she had a burn mod? The burns don't stack. That's the thing. Burn doesn't stack. Bleed stacks. Burn spreads. So when someone dies and they're burning, the burn goes to a character next to them. That's really cool. Whereas bleed, if it kills somebody, it's gone. That's it. It's gone. Whereas burn spreads around. And Naya, if you attack someone who's burning, she spreads it before the person dies. So, like if you have one good burn mod, like I've got a good burn mod on my Zeke, 212 I think is 250 is the max. So if I attack someone with that and then I do a Naya, 2 people would be burning first turn. And it lasts for 4 turns or something, so that's 800 damage, which is pretty decent considering it just came from a 5-star. Well, that's great. Let's take you. Bonus stream, you mean bonus meme? No, I definitely mean bonus stream. I definitely mean bonus stream. As in, I don't normally stream on a Monday. Although it's going to become more of a regular thing. So, I guess it's not going to be a bonus thing in the future. I just got my second Naya. Might be able to send her tomorrow. Looking forward to see how I can combo them. Yeah, 2 Nayas I think work quite well together. If the game continues down this route of same event boredom, how much longer will you play this game? When you say event, you mean tournaments, I guess. I mean, there's not much they can do to mix it up. It's the events that should mix it up. The tournaments are there to keep people getting rewards and stuff like that. If you're not interested in solo events, like during the week, you don't have to do any of the solo events. Like you don't have to do the level up that's going on right now. You don't have to do the raid tournament that's going to be tonight. You don't have to do SR that's going to be on Thursday. You don't have to do the next level up that's going to be this week. You can ignore all solo events if you really don't like solo events, tournaments, sorry. If I started to lose interest in the game, I would just stop doing solo tournaments. Simple as that. And I'd just spend my time not doing, like, the amount of time I'd save if I didn't do solo tournaments is massive. But I'd have a lot of less rewards as well, so it's hard. It's a hard balance for sure. Let me see. She can spread the burn to another character. Yeah, pretty much that's how it works. Best mods for Chainsaw Alpha. I'd stack attack because you want to be doing as much attack as possible. So attack on attack mods, and then maybe like crit bonus for the auxiliary. Maybe attack versus yellows or attack versus greens because you're probably going to be anti-melee with that character. We'll do this once it pops up. Don't think I've got any more drop leads really. Use them all. I hate Absolute Defense. Absolute Defense is pretty strong. Hey look, nice to see your stream. I go for Naya. I think she can make a lot of damage in a shielded team. On defense, I don't know. I think she could work on defense. She's got to have a really good defense mods though. Basically. Yo, no hablo inglés. Hola. What's up, Fernando? Hello. Hola. Lockdown to hit 5k before New Year. It looks good. It looks good. I should hit 1 million views and 5k subs before the New Year. It looks really great. Lockdown, have you subscribed to PewDiePie? I think I have on another account. Not on this one, though. I don't think I have. I know there's like this war going on, but do realize that PewDiePie is milking this as much as possible. He's got like 4 million subscribers out of this. It's really, really good for him. Pablo, hello. Hello. Do you like Survivors Club membership? I like it, but it's expensive, so I'm not buying it, basically. Like, I definitely get it if it wasn't expensive, or as expensive. I did actually do a poll about this. Let me just bring it up on screen. Here you go. As you can see, I did a poll, and the question was, you know, wondering what people do with 2 monthly subscription, with the 2 monthly subscription options in Road to Survival. Would be great to get your vote on the poll. If you buy Survivors Club, I am not meaning the 7-day trial, the full monthly subscription. So there's 4 options, and just select the option that, you know, is what you do, guys. We appreciate it. I'll put that in chat if you want to vote on this. I just want to get the information, and I might make a little video about it. So there you go. Hopefully that link works. Yep, that link worked. It worked. Good. Where else? Where were we? Pablo, what's up? What's up, Jamie? How you doing, man? Dean Jones as well. What's up? What region you in? Right now, I'm in Henry. I think I'm in 2 regions, Henry and Upson. Is definitely my hard hitter. Yeah, for sure. Like Tara will be the hard hitter, but you're not gonna get the sort of multiplication on her damage based because she's not got a good leader. But she's gonna be defensive. So I mean, it really depends on how you know what you prefer out of the 2. Naya is good for team. She is. Yes. Hope you get 5k before end of the year. You deserve it. I should be. I normally get like 350 to 400 subs a month, so we're only 200 away or something like that, right? Can't remember. Let me just check. 174. So we're really close to 5k. 45k away from 1 million views as well. I normally get 100k a month at the moment, so that's pretty good as well. What's your thoughts on Blue Barker? Recently ascended and don't know what to do with him. I think he'd be pretty useful on a defense team just because he's got AP down everywhere. I think I built a team for GBZ with him in it, behind a Eugene. Could work. You'd obviously need an Impair rifle though, for sure. Hola, hola. What's your favorite 5-star during the 5-star era? I still think Ezekiel, SR Zeke, which I'm using right now, is really good. But I liked Javier. I'll show you him. I mean, you guys know what he was like, but I'll show you him. Yes, I know, I can buy stuff. Don't think he's in a team. This is one of my favorites, and I haven't got the weapon, but 45 AP, 700% damage to one enemy. One teammate gets elusive for 2 turns. That elusive would go onto a shield. Was so good. Was so good, and that teammate would gain 20% HP. But that elusive going on a shield would mean no AR gain, and my shield was Conrad, so it was like the synergy there was just insane. And the weapon I used to use on him was this one. So the damage output was just like kaboom, and he used to have a second turn rush because he was behind Ezekiel. So I really did like Javi. I liked Javi a lot. Other than that, like I said, SR Zeke, probably one of my favorite characters, just because he had a huge bonus on the leader skill, and the heal and the buffs were awesome as well. So let me do some more stuffs, more cans. I don't know when there's a command there. Let me see. Attack in TTS. What? Everyone sub. I mean, if you're a subscriber, it's great. There are some people who watch my streams and watch my videos who don't have YouTube accounts. Like, the majority of my viewers every month aren't subscribers. No, they don't log in and stuff. Oh, what region are you in? I'm in Henry and in Upson, 2 regions. Show us your roster. I did. My faction in Henry is called Rage. My faction in Upson is called We Are Warriors. Warriors. I have blue bleed Negan and 2 red bleed Davies. Who else would we build around that team? Picking anyone, and why? For a defense team or attack team, that's a hard team to think about. Actually, that's a hard team to think about. It's such a rare team to sort of have. Wouldn't really think about it. I mean, you could go for a Lacerator Shiva as well. You'd want bleed mods. You can't go wrong with bleed mods with Lacerators, basically. Hey, what's up, Brandon? How's it going? How you doing? Should I ascend Eris or Mirabelle? If you need a ranged leader, I'd go with Mirabelle. If you need a ranged leader. I want to transfer to a more active region. Which one? You can check war recently. You can see, you can go around the regions and just check war history, see how regions did, see how active regions were. What do you think about 6-star Red Dev? I think he's okay. I don't think he really fits into the current way raids work. Whether he ever will, I don't know. He can be mad annoying if you make him really tanky, I guess, because he just can give himself so much bonus HP. If he had a good active, he'd be like, imagine he had a revive active. Be insane. I lost my account and now back to S1. What do you mean you lost your account? How did you lose your account? You have to deal with it. Rip. Craze Parish, Craze Preston. You got a friend. 2 questions. How much points have you got in level up? And who should I ascend? My second green card or Gator? I'll wait for Brian. Will it be your second Gator? Or is it your first Gator? Have you got a large drop lead already? It makes a difference. I'm using Gator right now because at the end of this, you'll see me get stuff. Really? I'll get drops. Characters, survivors, all this. And it affects everything. Like, you get a little bit more of everything. Especially gear markers. If you don't take drop leads on this, you won't get as many gear markers, for instance. And my level up score, I think, is 1.5 million at the moment. 1.5 million. I like that they've added these lead tokens to the reward structure. But I still probably wouldn't get gear. I just get more mod boxes. Like, I just get more mod boxes now. Like, I'll get gold, and I'll get the one in gold mods and platinum mods. The gear is just so expensive. Like, I need 6 of these to get someone up, so that's going to cost me 36,000 lead tokens. It's just, it's insane the amount that it needs. Absolutely insane. But the gold mods seem decent value. And I can keep up with it every week as well. Like, I can make enough to get that every week, which is good. Who is in region Lounge? I think Mr. C used to be in Lounge, but I don't think he is anymore. How do you manage to hold on to all your rewards for a monthly pool? It kills me to know I have one pool. I've done it for so long now, I don't even think. In the first couple of months, like the first 6 months I did it, yeah, I agree, it was hard. But I've done it for 2 years now. Like, this December, next month's one is 2-year anniversary of me doing monthly pools. The first one I did was January 2016, so it'll be 2 years straight of me doing the monthly pools, which is pretty insane. You got Garrett off of victory tokens. Nice. He can be pretty decent. I got him as well, but unfortunately for me, he was a duplicate. I think he could work well in, like, if you haven't got Lydia, he can work well as a defense team leader, or like maybe a tower leader. I saw a lot of people using him as defense team leader actually during the war. First Gator, and I do not. Then I'd probably go with Gator, unless you have really not got abundance of medals. You might want to save them for Brian, because I think Brian is going to be like next level good. The potential of Brian, if you mod him correctly and make a good weapon, he's going to be really good. Like, real good. Don't think I've got any other drop. Yeah, use them all. I'm too good at this. I got a new device and didn't spend money, so they couldn't help me because I needed to prove it was my account and had to show a receipt. Hopefully you get luck. You should just link your account to Facebook, like, and avoid any issue. Like, especially if you're someone who doesn't spend, if you don't link your account to Facebook, you could potentially lose it. The reason they do the receipt thing is because I could let's just say I could say I've lost my account and just pretend I'm you and just take your account. As long as I give the account codes, that's why they need proof of receipt and stuff like that. So it's good in one way but bad in another. Like, the next time a 99 pence 99 cents offer comes up, just buy it. 3 RTS pools, you might get lucky, but also you've got at least a billing thing that you can look back on and say, I did a charge here. You can check your card, you can check your Google Play account, you can check iTunes, and it, you know. Or just link your account to Facebook and you don't have to do that. One or the other. Oh, are you two in the same? You in the same faction? Or like you friends? The crazed dudes. Do. What is saying? First, I've got a new device and didn't spend money yet. 2 stun resist mods off of 4 milestones. Oh, congrats! Congrats, that's awesome. Did you get any on like defense mods or attack mods? Hopefully not too many crit set or HP set ones. I guess they're not too like used too much. Hopefully you get the luck that you had when you pulled 2 or 3 5-stars in a temple. Did I do that? I did do one recently. That my temple for Harper was really good, really good. Like, it's a shame that the character that I pulled that was like the 6-star was not like next level good, but it was really nice to get that. Hi mate, do you know what the roadmap rotation is tomorrow? You know, I don't fully know. I think it's on the forums, the full rotation. I'm pretty sure it's on the forums. Congrats on the long run and strength not to pull. Yeah, after a while it just becomes so usual, I don't even think about it. I do pull stuff, you know, all the time. I'm constantly pulling like these tokens. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I am pulling stuff like these tokens, and I'm also pulling elite character items whenever they come up. I don't save those. And I also do like my victory token pulls and stuff and RTS tokens. So I do pull some stuff. But like, I'm going to have a 5-star here now until the end of the month. And this doesn't really bother me. If anything, it's easier to manage my roster not pulling all the time, because I only have to like sort my roster once a month. Like right now my roster is really, really jam-packed. I'm probably going to ascend 2 characters on Thursday. I'm probably going to ascend Gov and like Governor and maybe Heiress. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a problem with fast characters, but just something just to get rid of roster space. Got a lot of duplicates. I've got some Bennies. My brother's got an incredible amount of Benedicts. I think he's got like 60 Bennies. I've also need to send some more 4-stars and 3-stars. So I've got Amy here who I can ascend. I mean, I can ascend Amy here now. Actually, that'll get rid of some space. Let's use some dupes. Okay, we'll get rid of the ones that I don't care too much about. There we go. Not sure what's in reds. I think I can get Mirabelle, but like, it doesn't really matter what I get. If I can get a character that I don't have, I don't know if there are any in here that I don't have, but I'll take anybody. Timothy, I swear I get this guy so many times. Timothy and Red Rick, I get them quite a lot. Have I got another character I can ascend? I think they're all locked. Let me just go through it again. 4 stars. Luke, Negan. I guess it's Negan. If I need more roster space, should be okay now. Just clean up a little bit of space. Let's level this guy up. Let's give him up 1 level. Who else do I know? Oh, Erin. Get her up 1 level as well. Basically, any characters that I want to level up, I'll get up 1 level. Which Negan is this? I think this is the only one I've got of him actually, so let's get him up 1 level. Who else? Carlson, I guess. I don't have more than 1 of him. The rest I don't care too much about, or they're duplicates, I think. Bonnie's cool. And that's it. Right. I've got some dupes now. In 5 stars. It's cool. So I've got 15 slots of space now as well. It's not too bad. Okay, I'll get back to your comments, guys. One sec. Oh, we can drop lead. I have 500k Ascendance medals and around 420 legendary medals. Okay, so you only really got enough for 1. See, personally, if I was running low on Ascendance medals, I would always make sure I've got enough for 1 Ascendance and make it like a character that I really want. Don't just force it. Don't do it for the sake of it. Like I've got millions of Ascendance medals and thousands of legendary medals, and I don't rush it. The only reason I ascend is generally to reduce my roster size, not just for the sake of it. Yeah, I understand why, but I didn't think it before. Yeah, no worries. Just make sure you do it now. Make sure you do it now. Don't make the same mistake twice. High luck. I got blue Dwight duplicate and Shield Jesus from Victory Tokens. Well chuffed. Yeah, 2 Dwights isn't too bad. The amount of damage output is pretty insane. Just need double attack weapons on each one. Yeah, we've been mates for like 14 years. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. What do you think about 6-star Dev? I already read that one, but like I said, I think it can be annoying, but he just doesn't really fit into the meta like massively. He still would need revives around him and stuff. I'm 17 and he's 16. Ah, so from a very young age. That's cool. What kind of weapon would you make for Brian? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about splash damage. Can you imagine splash damage with collateral? They can both go off on the same turn. That's a lot of damage output potentially, just from one basic attack. And they would both work on his rush as well. So you could splash damage and collateral on his rush, and he can rush turn 2. So effectively, if they haven't got a shield, you can command him turn 2, and he can actually kill an entire team like turn 2 by himself, pretty much. The potential of Brian is really, really good. So I'm not being honest, like if you're unsure, if you're on the fence about which one you should get, you should definitely get Brian. If you're like a big Princess fan, then that's absolutely fine. But I can see like Brian not being available in the game like for another 6 months to a year, like kind of like Dwight wasn't available in the game for ages. What kind of weapon would you make for Brian? Oh yeah, that's what I just read. Yeah, a couple of months ago. Okay, you did it. Okay, cool. 1 was attack, 1 was HP. By the way, yellow Yumi is insane behind Abe. Yellow Yumiko. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I have to test her out. The confounding would have to be used, that's for sure. I hate anybody with Eris in defense. She can be pretty annoying, but you have to have absolute defense really to utilize her well, right? I mean, have you ever come up against an Eris that doesn't have absolute defense? They don't really do much, do they? Your brother was lucky with Violet. Yeah, he was, but he wasn't very lucky in anniversary tokens and lucky tokens, so he deserved a little bit of luck. Like he got a fast Ezekiel, like duplicate, and he didn't get like amazing other characters. He got okay other characters. I think the best one he came out with was Romanov. He did get Rick from the anniversary like promo. That 40 pulls up on my channel somewhere as well. What do you think about 6-star Dev? I swear to God. I don't spam the same question over and over because I'm reading through the questions. I'm trying not to skip what people are writing. If I miss your question, like just see where it is in the scroll. If I miss it, just tell me that I missed your question. I'll scroll back up. It's no problem. Let me see. What's the best weapon trait to put with a green shield? AP down, probably. I think that's Raider. I'm pretty sure Raider 3 is AP down. Are you gonna pull for Regan? Probably not. Probably not. My brother pulled for him and got him. The only reason I'd pull is that bag looks nice though. That bag looks nice. You guys seen that bag? Let me just show you. Who wouldn't want that bag, man? Oh God, I know there's an offer. This box. This looks nice. So you get Maim, Rick. He's a 6-star as well, straight away as a 6-star. And then we get Negan as a 6-star. And then you get Madison as a 6-star. That's pretty insane, right? All 3 of those in one bag. Doesn't give the breakdown on the percentage of that though. I guess that's within the 6-star somewhere. I'm just wondering who the next promo is going to be. One day, 12 hours away. I still think this character is really good. Really, really good. But I'm not so sure about her third slot. She doesn't need stun. I know it's really strange, but she doesn't need it. It'd be awesome if it was double attack, for instance. Double attack would have been much better. But I guess the way you look at that is she's basically getting 2 chances to disarm someone, either disarming them or stunning them. So either way, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to switch regions. Switchly doodahs. Let me see. Hello, what's up, Gothic? What's up, Arthur? How you guys doing? How you guys doing this eve? Let's continue with this. Faction supporter. I got 14 bennies. Yeah, I think I've got... I generally try and keep myself to have 8. So I can ascend someone when I want. That's how I do. That's how I roll. Gator is great for farming, and I could possibly get 180 medals before I even level up Prime. True, you could. It is true. I mean, you can get, what, 5 a day from that crate. Events do have it. You could potentially get, you know, you're going to have 2 or 3 more stash pools on that Thanksgiving stash. So you could potentially get some there as well. Oh, you just one-shot someone. Hello, Flange. Is it Flangera Gacha Tuba Edition? Hopefully I didn't wreck your name there. What's up, Mr. C? We're talking about you. You used to be in Lowndes, right? I always pronounce that name wrong. Is it Lowndes or is it like Lowndes? Is it like Laundes? I've got no idea how to pronounce that. Romanov is amazing, yeah. I think Romanov actually works pretty well on defense teams as well. Even though he has got a window, he seems to work really well because you don't want to attack him because he'll get Berserker. It's like, even though he is a window, he's going to wreck you if you attack him. So it's kind of cool. Everyone's stunned. RNG, please. Why don't you do a 10 pull for the back? The characters really can't fit into my team, and if I pull for attack team characters now, I'm going to make it so that it's actually characters that are going to be effective for me. And that basically means disarm or decapitate. If they're a defensive character, they have to be a shield, a guardian, or a revive. Like, there's no other characters in the game for me right now. Like, I don't need characters for anything but raids on promos. So when I pull within promos, I'm pulling specifically for raids. However, I have pulled in the past where I've just pulled Telltale characters, and that was more just I was pulling because I like Telltale characters. I didn't actually get any of them either, which was hilarious. But like I did a 10 pull for Harper, but I did it because she's disarmed. I did a 40 pull for Lydia. I did it because she's a revive. I also did a 40 pull for... Who did I do a 40 pull but I didn't get her? Sandy. But that's because she's a really, really good damage dealer on attack. And she's got Decapitate. So, like, that's the only thing I'm pulling for. I mean, I could probably make a video about what's worth pulling for promos. Because there are some promos that come up that just aren't worth pulling for, in my opinion. Like, I think this Rick is actually pretty good. But... on a defense team, he's okay, you know? He's not terrible. Lacerator can be quite annoying to come up against. And the fact that you can stack defensive stats is good, but I don't need this guy. This isn't what my team needs. I need offensive characters. I don't need defensive characters anymore. Except a shield, maybe. Like this is my defense team on this region, and I do pretty well. And I've got potential to get another active revive instead of Laurie with Sandy, so my defense team does pretty well on this region. I just need to get a better weapon for Dante because he's only got a stun weapon rather AP down. My other region, I've got a really tanky defense team, but I just lack a shield. Like, that's all I need on my other region is a shield. on defense. Everything else I'm good. Like I've got 2 revives. Could have an active revive as well with this Sandy again. Sorry, Lockdown, I missed your answer about Koa. My wife came into the room right when you were answering. AP down. If that was what you were asking, the weapon that you should have on Koa is probably AP down. Like, just get more lucky than I got with my Koa, please. Because my Koa's weapon, obviously, I failed twice on the HP. But that's kind of what you want to get. You want to get to look like... I don't really think I have one with this. I might have one in here. You kind of want it to get like this, you know. I think I even failed an upgrade there. Don't think I didn't fail an upgrade on any of these, really. Like these ones are the only ones that look nice. But you want it to be like HP, defense, and AP down. You want him to be just tanky. You also want to try and get him to get the best leader bonuses you can. Like this is a bad leader bonus for him. He only gets 30% HP. It'd be better if he had bonus HP and defense. You know, but then obviously the rest of the characters are going to be slow attacking. So there's trade-offs with everything. So you just got to. If you've got revives, it's not so much of a big deal. Let me see. Use him for a raid team. I can't use him on attack. That Rick. I can't use any of 3 of them. Maybe Madison would be good if I got that bag. Maybe Madison would be good for a leader. I have the Romanov 6-star. Congrats, congrats. Two Romanovs together, like I've seen work quite well. You can taunt like an entire team with that as well, which is kind of cool. The Kraton SR, yeah, the Kraton SR depot. Get that every day. How often do you get 6-star characters from the pools? 6 stars? I've only ever got 2. But I get ascendables quite often. I get an ascendable like from pools like a couple of times a month. 10 pools in my monthly pools and events. I think we all should be getting a lot of ascendables. The biggest issue for me right now is probably gear to level them up though. From what I've seen. What does taunt actually do? Is it when your character attacks your own teammates? And that's confused. Taunt basically makes it so a character is forced to attack a particular character. The only time they won't attack that particular character is like right now. This team. Imagine is his name Martinez? No, it's Marcus down the bottom right. Or like Earl. One of these two taunted me. Let's say they taunted my Gov. Okay? Governor would not be able to attack Earl because he's behind a shield, so he'd be forced to attack the shield. So let's say this shield was AP down. That means that potentially my Governor would be forced to attack him with a basic attack, wouldn't rush, even if he had his rush available, and could potentially get AP downed. Same if it was a stun, could potentially get stunned. If it was impaired, could get impaired. That's all that taunt does, is it forces. Now if I don't have anyone here that can do it, I don't think. I need to recover and impair, yeah. If I was to do an active on the Lee, like I can do an active, I'll do Dwight's. Now imagine this is taunt, and I taunt Lee. The next turn, he will not shield. He'll be forced to attack Dwight. But obviously it's not taunt. But there are characters that have taunt, like Wyatt has taunt, Green Cow has taunt, that sort of thing. And that's how you can disrupt teams, shields and stuff like that. When your toon can only attack that person. Yeah, pretty much. You love Telltale characters, don't you? Yeah, it's pretty much why I play this game. I saw Telltale characters got added to this game when I was browsing on Google Play. And I knew Telltale characters, you know. I knew Clementine, Lee and all that. And I decided to download it because of that. I didn't play it like proper hardcore at the beginning. I was very casual. But in the end, I started playing a lot more. Your brother pulled him too. Pulled who? Who are you talking about? Romanov. Yeah, Romanov. If you're talking about Romanov, yeah, he did. Do you think 5-star Yellow Negan is worth ascending as my first and only ascendable character? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think he's worth ascending at all. Especially not at the moment. There might be something that changes in the future that makes him better. Like, for instance, Tyrese was not great, in my opinion, on attack teams for a while, and then Andrea came out, and now he's much faster, so he can be commanded turn 2 if he gets attacked once. That's really worthwhile for me. What do you think about Naya on defense team with Carl leader? If she's got really defensive mods, I think she could work because she doesn't have to rely on her basic attacks or even her rush. She's just going to rely on her Firestarter. Is it called Firestarter? I think it is. The Firestarter specialist skill. You just have to have one person on that team or 2 people on that team with decent burn mods. At least one. Because you can't rely on her weapon to proc. And I'm pretty sure if someone told me that the way the game works, if someone's bleeding and you have a lacerator, they will attack that bleeding character as a priority. Same with if someone's going to get their rush and you have a neutralizer, they will neutralize that character as a priority. So it could work. You just got to test it out a little bit on like friendly duel and stuff. Get someone to just attack your team and just tell you what they think. But you'd have to make her really defensive. Oh god, everyone got stunned again. Why wouldn't that Mirabelle use anti-stun at that point? No. Like, I know I'm autoing, but surely that's what you'd do. Oh well. I need a more active region that accepts new transfers. I mean, there's so many regions out there. Like I said, you can just skip around the regions and just check the forums and then go to that region and create a new profile on that region and just check it out, see if it's any good. Lock, please. Please do a promos to pull on video soon. Okay, yeah, I mean, I can. There are ones that are like much more important than others. So there's what I'd call like a heart pick. You know, you're gonna do certain pulls based on characters you love. If you love a character, I can completely understand why you'd pick that character. Like for instance, Princess. Mama Deadhead did a pull on Princess, and she talked about that character for ages, so the second she came into the game, it was obvious. The Telltale characters, I pulled on all of them. They weren't all good. I think Clementine was probably one of the worst out of all of the Telltale characters, but I wanted her probably the most, so... There's heart picks in terms of characters that you just like the character. And I can completely understand. Like Alpha, Lydia, and Beta. They aren't necessarily all of them are good. Some of them are really good, but not necessarily all of them. Like the green Beta was not that great, but some people pulled on him just because it was Beta, pretty much. The green Rick, yeah, my brother got green Rick. He did indeed. He's saying he's pretty useful, but yeah. I mean, that's where I kind of wish I had the free thing, because it'll be cool to just do that on streams. But it's not worth the money. It's definitely not worth the money. Okay, what am I doing? Training. Let's see. Any freebies? I see one. Did it just get shielded? he just attacked it. I have 5 6 stars and 2 ascendables. Not too bad. It's not too bad. You should post your roster on my Discord. My Discord's pretty active. It's always nice to see people's rosters and stuff. Especially if you need like just a second opinion. Not necessarily help. I know some people don't like getting help, but confirmation is always good. Someone to just say, yeah, that sounds good. You know, basically. Hey, look, what upgrade will you put on Brian's Julies? I'm thinking about getting splash damage on them. I think I've got a weapon with splash damage here. Let me just check so I can give you an idea of what it looks like. God, the pop-up. How many times? How many times? Okay. Where is it? It is in here. And it is one of these red pistols with crit. I think it's either this region or my other region. Looks like it's my other region. But yeah, you can get splash damage on red. I'm not sure if... I'm pretty sure splash on collateral doesn't work. Like, someone asked me earlier on my Discord, does, like, what's it called? Like AP down mods and stuff like that work on collateral? Like, does it AP down everybody? And it doesn't. It does not. Let me see if I can find it. Is that it? There we go. So I might try and go for that special. When attacking, a better chance to deal to attack all enemies adjacent to the target with 80% attack. Now it isn't as powerful as collateral, but it stacks with it, so they both will go off. And this is every single enemy, not just 3. So it'll be 4 enemies, not just 3. Where is it? This is collateral. When this character performs a critical attack on an enemy, they will deal splash damage, 100% damage attack to up to 3 adjacent. I always wonder, why is it 3 adjacent and not 4? Like, just make it all. I guess they see that as too powerful, I don't know. But yeah, it should be really fun. I think Brian's going to just be a lot of fun to use, guys, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. Turn 2 command, just nuclear weapon goes off. Lots of explosions everywhere. How much money do you think you put into this game? I know how much money I put into this game since I started playing 3 years ago. But since Ascension, not that much, to be honest. Since Ascension, let me think. It's a year. I've done like $10 a month since Ascension on the monthly passes. I'd say in the last 3 months I've probably done maybe another 100. So maybe like $250 in the last year. But that's including the monthly pass. I spent a lot more in the 5-star world. I was working during the 5-star world and I had a lot of excess money. It was before I really had a house. Now I have a house and bills, and so bills come first, the food comes first, which doesn't leave too much money, if anything. If anything, for Road to Survival, to be honest. I need somewhere to start in TWD RTS. When you say somewhere, what do you mean? Region Upson and Henrietta are my 2 regions. How many survivors do you think I'll have to save up for first place in the level up? I have 300 at the moment. Like right now, my saved up characters is really low. I've got 400 and 1,000, like really low. My other region, I've got 4,000, and even that's pretty bad. My brother's got like 12,000. Like he could win a level up with that. Like, I've scored 1.5 million in this and I'm 31st place. I might get 2 million if I get You Got Luckies. Like these guys will get up to 7 million. Let's have a little look at the previous Solos. Now you see 1.25 million gets me 131st place. I just basically do it based on the rewards. But the top prize is 8.5 million. 9.5 million. 6 million. And these was scored lower because it was, I think this was Aaron. Yeah, like 2 million won it because no one wanted Aaron, basically. What is the level up reward now? Is it still Aiko? Yeah. This might be the last one with Aiko in it, or the second to last with Aiko in it. I wonder what the next one's going to be. Like, that's when the scores will go crazy. People are going to be saving for that. That's what my brother's waiting for, like a really good character to be in one of these crates, and then just to go in. And he's like, when the Erica crate comes up, I'm like, there's not going to be an Erica crate. he's obviously just joking, but there's not going to be an Erica crate. Pretty much not going to be an Erica crate. Nope. You will need a lot of tunes to level up and a whole lot of trainers plus food. You don't need trainers so much. You can get away with just 2-star characters. But you can have trainer crates stacked up in your bag from like wars past and stuff like that. Like if you saw my 40 pull for Sandy, at the end of that video, I did like a power level of my alpha that I pulled in that video. And I got her to maxed out as a 5-star and ascended her in that video. But it's because I had loads of trainers and loads of characters just like on hand. What are some good tunes to place under Blue Andrea lead for attack? Anyone with 76 AR who's an attack character. Tyrese is 85, but I'd still say he's okay. If you have a command and you have, let's say, a 76 AR character like the Tara that's in the season store right now, she'll get commanded and she can rush turn 2. Which is going to be pretty decent. Only problem is, like I said, you've got to focus revives with her rush. You want to take revives out really quick and early. Is level 150 max level? Yes, correct. My faction has a line chat called Team Build, and the generals and veterans build teams for us if we ask. But thanks, lockdown. No worries, man. It's all good. There's like 250, 300 people on my Discord. You don't have to post stuff there if you don't want to. It's just the community Discord. But you can post your pools and stuff there as well. I do check out pools. Make me happy and both sad at the same time. I'll show you my Discord. So this is my Discord, and it's pretty self-explanatory. We've got some Road to Survival stuff up here. Where is it? Here. Like just basic chat where people are going to be talking about loads of different things, posting their teams, posting stuff, posting whatever, and then polls. Obviously, people posting their polls and getting lucky or not so much. Basically, there are other sections in here as well. There's just Walking Dead stuff, TV show. People talk about the TV show. Telltale, talk about Telltale. Whatever you're into, and then there's off topic as well. If you're someone who's into arts, crafts, and creative, you can post your arts, crafts, and creative stuff in here if you want. It's all good. It's just a community Discord. Just a community. And the link to that's in my video description if you're interested. Splash damage is Slayer 3, right? Yeah, that rings a bell. I think it is Slayer 3, correct. Fairly certain it is. It might be Raider. Honestly, can't remember. I'd have to look it up because I don't do that one very often. But I think it is. Actually, I don't know. I think it is Slayer because I was going for these. And I got that as a bonus. So I think it is Slayer, yeah. I have the same surprising armor pistol as you, just 50 less on the overall weapon score. Surprising army pistol. Which one's that? Oh, this one. Yeah, I've got a bunch. I haven't fully upgraded that yet. I don't know why I'd do with that. See, that would be great to put it for Brian, but because he's got an attached weapon, I'd have to craft one for him, so that is a shame. Will you upload a stream? Yes, yes. All my streams get uploaded. Like, my stream from last Thursday will be online tomorrow. This stream will probably be online Wednesday or something like that. It's up to YouTube how long they take to do it, and then how long I take to like make the thumbnails and stuff. Sorry if you went over this, but does Naya need more attack or put def mods and HP? Because on def she would be a window, but I think I'll use her on offense only. If she's on offense only, then you probably should go over attack on attack, but you could go over like a defense mod as well. I'm not sure who I had like this, sort of like this, but you want golds. Like these two stat mods, you want gold ones. Probably it doesn't really. You probably want her to be more defensive because her main thing is her burn. So I mean, you wouldn't really need to make her too offensive for an attack team. You could make it like this. No, not like this. Like this, but make it gold. So she's gonna have like every stat will be increased because she'll get HP from the mod, she'll get defense from the mod, and then she'll get attack from the set. So all of her stats will be increased, and then you just give her like defense against strong here so she doesn't get wrecked. And then here you could give her AP down, or you could give her graze or something like that. And then here probably stun resist because her rush she can get stunned. If she gets impaired, it's no big deal. She's just going to be constantly doing fire starter. Yes, I know it's going to be lost. Like, I really like Naya, if I'm honest. Nope, that isn't where I find her. It is here. I really like her. She's cool. I know some people just don't like her at all. But I think she's just going to be fun. She's already got attack on her weapon as well, so you don't have to stack it too high. Like you're going to go for a huge bonus on AP when attacking, and then you can get that up to 40% attack. And you're good, so you're golden. Lockdown for Blue Revive Carl. If I made an attack team with him, what would you recommend to put behind him? Attacking characters probably. And a command. Utilize his AP and his attack bonus. Like you could build this team actually. Let me just show you. You could build this team. Or a similar team like that. And that's going to do well. Just maybe sacrifice one of the damage dealers for a command, or sacrifice Mirabelle for a command. Kate will get the bonus from the leader, even though it's not going to be much. And then you're going to be able to bypass shields, decapitate with Tyrese, and then whoever the other damage dealer is, like Tara or whatever you've got. Or you could put a yellow damage dealer in there because you've got Carl. That's pretty cool. And that'll be really good against ranged teams. Really good. Is Naya a good character? She's okay. She's just more for fun, I think. But she could work if you like built your team properly. Lost my signal. Did you go over my question? I think I worked it out to be around $250 since Ascension came out. Will Jones. Is Naya a good character? Yes, like I said, she is like just more for fun though. Yellow Shiva overrated. I actually think she is. But like when she was first released, I don't know if you guys saw the hype. The amount of people that were going insane about how overrated Shiva was, because they were testing her out on a roadmap, and she was doing all this like stacked bleed damage against like roadmap characters and being able to get up to like 12,000 damage. But it took so long to get it to that much. Raids don't normally last that long. I was killing teams in war in like 3 or 4 turns. Lacerator's maybe going to get a bleed to like 2,000 in that time, but you're only going to get that to one character. No, a rush on a Tyrese does 3,000, 4,000 damage to 2 characters. A rush on most other characters is much more powerful, to be honest. So I think it was a little bit of like overreaction, and it actually forced spending. It actually made people spend on her. My video was just saying I think she's not going to be as great as people think she is. It's just going to take too long for this to get going. I think I was pretty on point. I was pretty on point. Don't get me wrong, I'd love her. I did a 10 pull for her as well. Just because she's cool. Again, kind of like Naya. I think she's cool. Anyway, lockdown. I'll speak to you on your next stream unless I comment on other vids. Good streams. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, how long left on stream? Not extreme amount of time. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I was going to do a movie night tonight, but I'm really tired. So I might head off to bed. And we might do like a movie night a different night. Like it was going to be a bonus. Might do it next Monday instead. Although I might keep it low-key until the end of the year just because I'm trying to work on stuff at the moment. And the 8th of December is my last team building stream, and it's going to give me like 2 weeks of nothing to do basically, so I can work on some stuff that I've been planning to do for my channel and stuff like that. It's Slayer 3. Yeah, it makes sense, Bloodline, because I've got all those weapons. It makes sense. Is there a way that I will get Brian when I am free to play? I am free to play in terms of I don't spend on things like collection items and stuff like that. And I'm going to get him by the looks of things. I generally never spend on events. I'd only spend on events if I felt like it was really worthwhile. Or just to get me over the edge on certain tokens. For instance, like, I'd say the hardest character to get was Dwight, the 6-star Dwight. In terms of you had to hit certain milestones a lot, and I generally prepare pretty well for those things, so I managed to get that done. What is the next event after victory tokens? Your guess is as good as mine, but they seem to keep the events rolling, so it'll probably be something attached to Christmas. Is double Naya good combo? I think double Naya would work quite well, just because one can do the burn and the other one can spread it. And like right now, Lily's burning, yeah? You see Lily burning in the top right hand corner. If I attacked it with a Naya, it would spread to Eric. And then I'm pretty sure the second Naya, I could attack Eric and it would spread to one of these two. Like, you can spread it twice. You can't spread the same source twice, so I can't attack... Like, imagine the character that's dead here isn't dead. I can't attack the same character twice to spread it to both of them. I think that's how it works. But yeah. Burn is kind of underrated. The only problem is, like, with the mod, it isn't mega high. 200 isn't that high. But there are going to be some characters that come out have got burn, I think. Imagine Romanov, old school Romanov becoming ascendable. That'd be so sick. I think it'll be Christmas event. Yeah, it makes sense. Like Christmas characters in there. Maybe a new Christmas promo, like Negan or something like that. I still need to get my head wrapped around mods and the armory. Like if you have any questions, like I say, you can just ask them in my Discord. I deperuse it quite a lot. And I try and answer questions, but there are loads of like decent people on there and they'll answer questions if you have any. How would you do Shield Jesus? Absolute defense. It's got to be absolute defense. Absolute defense, HP and defense. Just stack it all that as high as possible. What's up? What's up, Valentin? Who is the best character? It's hard to say. Generally, it's going to be like one of the last 10 promos. It's generally going to be the new, like, good character. Attack team, it's got to be that Morgan, right? That Morgan where he's got, like, he can do 2 rushes or, like, something ridiculous like that in 3 turns or 2 turns. He can do 2 or 3 rushes in 2 turns. It's insane. You're on Hilltop. Okay. Only level 30 and I'm S6 plus. Is that good? The team rating doesn't mean too much. I think it's much easier now to get to higher team rating than it was once upon a time. Like, I legitimately didn't get a 6-star outside of promo pools and a level up like top 10 for like a year. It took me so long to get 1 5-star back in the day. Thinking of Garrett, Naya, Yellow, Yumi, Magna, and White Shiva on defense. On defense. Yeah, that'd be pretty unpredictable. You need burn mods though. You need burn and bleed mods. I need some help as well with claiming my coins on my second region. I have 1,000 coins unclaimed by. When I click it, it says I can only claim it on my main region. But when I go to my main, it isn't. You can only claim it on one region. That's league coins. You've already claimed it. You claim it on the on the region that you came in like the highest place. If that makes sense. So like, let's say you came platinum like 3 in both regions. Only one of those regions you'd actually be able to pull the characters. I'm actually on 11,950 Ps. So you should be okay. You should be okay. We're going to get 2,600 more, I think. So you should be okay. You'll get just over 14,000. Why you don't live on Twitch? I'm gonna be live on Twitch in the new year. Twitch is gonna be a 2019 thing. I've got to work on some stuff to get Twitch going properly. I don't want to start badly, you know. Naya and Blue Burn Yumiko would be cool. True. I don't think the burn on Yumiko is that strong though. I pulled Alpha. Nice, the blue one that I got, right? Collateral. So if you get Brian as well, you're going to have 2 collaterals. That'd be really, really nice. I got to ask, is Romanov a good character? Yes, Yellow Romanov is good. Do you remember that I had 2 Romanovs? I ascended my second one this weekend, and guess what I pulled on the victory token pool? Exactly a 3rd one. And oh, it's already 6-star. I don't know if 3 6-stars would work. I mean, you can utilize them in terms of like faction assault and stuff. You're going to have a lot of damage output in like faction assault. Just 1 on each team. Easy. Other than that though, that sucks. I've only ever had 2 like 6-star characters that are dupes, and I actually ascended them both myself. Andrea and Mirabelle. I have 30 victory tokens and I haven't had a pull. So that's sucky, man. I don't think this victory token event has been that great in my opinion. Like, it hasn't been long enough. It needed to last like, I don't know. It needed to last like another 20 days, another 2 wars at least. And maybe, I think they should always have login events during it as well, you know? So like, if they're going to do a victory token event or an anniversary event, they did it really well with anniversary because they did a login event where you were guaranteed to get a pull. So everyone got a pull, at least 1. That was really good. Lucky tokens wasn't done great. This wasn't done great in my opinion. What was your first 6-star? Shiva. Shiva was. Yeah, it's no worries, Synergy. It's all good. I have the same because I play 2 regions, so I'd like to get twice the gold, but I can't. What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Is S5 a good team? It just means the stats. That's all ratings mean. Like, look at this. I'll make a team for you guys, and you tell me if it's a good team. You ready? Okay, the leader, we're gonna have. Let's have David. Then we're gonna have Garrett, who's a tier 4, who's a 6-star tier 1, level 1. Then we'll have a command. Then we'll have Gator, and then we'll have White. Now, if we look at the team rating of this, it's S5++, but that's not a good team. It's just the stats added together what makes that a good team. So it's mainly about the synergy, how characters work together. For instance, let's look at this team. They're all fast. The character's leader gives all fast teammates 40% attack and a huge bonus when attacking. So they all get the leader bonus. That's good. Yeah? They've got a Guardian too, who's a great support character. You've got a Revive, who's a great support character. But this has got too many support characters in it really to work. It's just my tower team for the moment. And that's S8++. But I don't think they're maxed out. No. 2, 3 of them are maxed out. And the reason Lydia's in my tower team is because I've not finished her weapon. I've got to this stage. This is the 3rd time I've got to this stage, and the last crit doesn't happen. And I need the last crit to happen because I need huge bonus. It's so important. And it's here, I think. Is it here? So Earl better not let me down with this. Oh my god, Earl. I swear to God. Not again. I pulled Harlan. Well, that's not too bad, man. That's not too bad. Any character's good. What's up, GB? What's up? How you doing, man? Claim Sandy yet? Nah, not yet. I haven't actually got enough tokens. I've got 24,700 and something. I'm not sure if I'm going to claim her first, but I probably will. I'm gonna be a bit patient here, you know. I'm always patient, you know. You know us, as GB said, the patient hoarders, man. We're patient hoarders. Patient hoarders. On this region, I'm probably going to get her for sure, but it's going to be a while because my faction's in gold. Way down. But we should get promoted this season, and then we'll be in platinum finally. And I think my faction's probably a diamond faction, without a doubt. What's this about? Yeah, okay, what the hell is this? 39,000 already? That seems a bit off. Does that seem a bit off to you? Prestige 11. Okay. I mean, I guess he really likes raiding. This guy really likes raiding. I haven't even got any points yet. I'm not bothered until the raid tournament starts, if I'm honest. I could get Brian, but I really want Princess. There we go. That's the only reason you should get Princess. If you really actually love Princess, that's the only reason you should get her. Because if she's one of your favorite characters. She does look cool as a 6-star. Like the petticoat and everything like that. Does her hair color change? Oh no, she just brings the goggles down. Okay. Yeah, I think the weapon is strange. The weapon's the big dodgy thing for me. You need to make that AP down to be really good, in my opinion. Or you need to really stack. I mean, you're gonna probably stack defense anyway, but you really need to stack defense. She's gonna get rushed all the time. But this guy, ooh. The fact that his rush can get the specialist skill is just amazing. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications, man. Cheers. I joined this new region where the meta in it is Shield and Guardian. Pretty much every region, man. Shield, Guardian, Revive. That's it. Just bought a new Sandy, Tara, and got Dwayne finally. I'm probably going to dodge the 5 stars if I'm honest. Wish extra peas and carrots could be used. 3 times 500 pulls in it. How many days are left on this? 6 days. I might actually talk to JB and just say, you know, is there any potential to add something for the leftover peas and carrots? They used to do that on old events. It was so nice, like where you have excess of the stuff and you could just use it on something else. They don't do that so much anymore. So much anymore. Negan in Tekken 7 really caught me off guard. It's actually cool and hilarious at the same time. Yeah, it was announced at E3, wasn't it? It was really weird when I saw that advert. I was like, what? Patient hoarders, exactly, man, exactly. Should I do a penful for a penful? Harper is really good. If you get Harper, she's a game changer for sure. Like if you don't have a disarm already, she's a really good character. I love the comment on the Negan trailer, one Asian wasn't enough. Oh, Jesus. Why do you think factions should be demoted when transferring? Why do you think? They do get promoted. Right now, they relinquish their rank, totally. There should be a downside to transferring, to put off people constantly transferring. That's just my opinion. It won't affect the overall leaderboard, but just the league you're in. So if you're a top faction, you'll still be the top in the overall leaderboard. 400k trophies already. Exactly. It's like, okay. Okay then. Like, he's just raiding constantly, but that does seem a little bit weird to me, right? Brian would go nice on your alpha team. Yeah, for sure. 3 collaterals. That's what I'm going to be messing with. It might even be too much. I might have to put one of the collaterals, like one of the alphas, on the bench because it just might be too much. I might need more support characters and stuff because I'm going to need a leader who has AP lead, which is basically Andrea. I'm going to need a Sadiq. I'm going to need... probably going to need... who am I going to need? I mean, I guess I could make Brian be one for melee teams and Alpha be one for range teams. I've got... It's something to think about. I kind of like that stuff, you know? That would be around 4,731 raids if you get 96 trophies per raid. Yeah, I know, it's just crazy, right? And that's in like, what, a week and a half? Not even a week and a half, just over a week. What do you think about the free revive from Museum? Is it good? She's not that great. She's mainly an attack character though. She's like, what people need as a revive is a defense character. She's an attack character. If anyone is struggling on the last pancake roadmap, rated S6, 3 grenades gets the job done. Does that work? That's pretty cool, actually. I like that they're one stage and difficult. I'd wish they'd be like more difficult, like tactical, really tactical. There was this card game I used to play where it was like you only had one turn to win, and it was like it was really tactical to think of what you had to do to win. Like it was a set like it was a scripted situation, but you could win with one turn and you only got like 4 moves or something. It was like a puzzle basically. It'd be cool if Road to Survival had something like that with the roadmaps. They should bring the collection for gear. Yes, I agree, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're just basically going to have it so that the gear that we're getting from leagues is it, like this stuff. But the only problem with this is it's not fully accessible. Like, if you're not in Platinum, you're not getting the top-end gear. So, I don't agree with that. Like, I'm in Platinum on both my regions. So I'm getting everything I need. But it isn't even about the fact that League tokens aren't really, like, mega available. You know, it's mad expensive. And it's only available to people in Platinum. People in Gold are literally not going to be able to get tier 4s. Like... This is what I never understand about these sort of games. In the 5-star era, it was the same sort of thing, and they're kind of doing it again in the 6-star era, where it was like power breeds power. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing because the most powerful people need competition from less powerful people, or otherwise, why would they need to be more powerful? You know, it just wouldn't make any sense. And the people who need the power the most are the people who haven't got it already. Like. That's why I don't think cross-region war rewards having like 2k 5-star tokens and 1k 5-star tokens as the bottom reward is good. Like minimum rewarded in war should be 10k 5-star tokens minimum. Like you should get a 1 pull on a 5-star wheel and get just at least get something. Because the people who need it the most are the people who are new. 5-star is nothing these days. Oh well. Oh well. Just me thinking out loud. Let me see. It's so dumb starting in Bronze 1 again. Yeah, for sure. I think that's dumb. But I think just they're changing it in the new year so that when you transfer you don't get demoted at all. You just stay in the same league. I think that's dumb as well, just for different reasons, you know? I'm gonna do SR because I'm not gonna use another can. Hopefully I can auto this. Well, I actually did this on full speeds. Yeah, that's Brian. Sorry, yes, Bloodline. That's what I did. Red plus blue, grenades, and spam. Okay. I just generally take my stun team and Guardians, and Zeke. It generally does the job because they don't have weapons a lot of the time. If they had weapons, oh damn, it would be hard. I see the game got more complicated since I left. I don't know what you're saying at times. Either that or I'm just tired. Probably both. It's probably a bit of both. It's late for you, right? I was going to get Princess, but you can't lacerate her bleed. At least I don't think you can. You can lacerate her bleed, but... Oh no, wait. You're right. You're right. You might not be able to lacerate her bleed. Because it's only one turn. Yeah, you can't lacerate her bleed. Well, even less of a reason to get, or even more of a reason to change her weapon. I think with AP down though, she would be a good character. Like straight up, would be a good defense character. You just got to make sure she's got AP on attack, just to be a hell of annoying. I think I've seen someone have AP on attack, AP on defense on her, and then just rely heavily on the mods to get defense and HP and stuff. I think they had AP down as well. So I mean that's pretty decent. You're going to be forced to attack her when she taunts. It could be decent now. I was going to. Why do I sometimes get 0 damage when attacking in raids? Absolute defense. That's absolute defense. See this weapon that Carly's got? No. See this weapon that no. Okay, no. Oh wait. But it's called absolute defense, where like you have a chance to take 0 damage. Is 6-star Aeris good because thinking of putting in a team? She's good. She's good. I think you need to get absolute defense on her. What's up, Dante? How's it going? How you doing? Not down. Do you remember about a year ago in War when Ben was 3rd place and everyone went for 3rd? Was that a War? Was he 3rd? Or was he 2nd? I can't remember. I know what you're talking about. There was one where there was Healer Rick as well in one. My faction won a war on my 2nd region, and basically the top 2 factions were fighting for not fighting for 1st. Oh no, it was a level up. It was a level up. Okay, let me just show you absolute. Oh damn. Anyway. We'll get there. We'll get there in a minute. Eris is also for yellow and green teams. For sure. You just need to have absolute defense on her ready. What about people that have already transferred? They will get time in the meantime to get up. And it's not going to be for another 8 weeks or something. They announced it 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was in a video that I made last week and a half ago or something, about how transfers and stuff like that work. They're probably hitting a tune with absolute defense, yeah, indeed. Do you know Trolley Polly? Yep, I know Trolley. Got 10+1 pulls for Harper. They're all for. Why do you do 10? Why do you do 10 once? Save your coins for 10s. Save your coins for 10s. Otherwise you're paying extra, like coins. I'll take your word for it, because I was thinking of something different. So this is absolute defense. This one. See, absolute defense. When being attacked, a better chance to reduce the damage to 0. And as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those on this screen. I think that's all I've got. Yeah, I've got 5 of those, and they work well. They're good for a defense team. Fast characters don't really have very good weapon traits, but they've got one of the best. Like, the only one that's good of theirs is really good. Really, really good. I think I've just basically used the same team this whole Survival Road so far. Might get rushed here. Nope. You're not happy with the League tunes. What would you have preferred? I kind of wish Sandy was a specialist. I don't think she's overpowered. I've used the same team this entire SR so far. Pretty mad. What stage am I on now? It's been a breeze. I just don't normally do SR. Okay, I have to change my team now. Have to change my team now. Just do it. Just for fun. Attack down and bleeding. That's fine. Is anyone else watching the stream playing the game? I think most people probably will be watching the stream playing the game. Like what? I mean, I guess the majority of you will be watching the stream on a mobile device, right? I assume. Okay, same team. Might be able to auto it. We have 2 red, 1 blue and 1 green, but no yellow league character. 2 red, 1 blue, 1 green. Oh, you mean like unique characters? Yeah, true. We have 2 green, 1 yellow, 2 red and 1 blue, right? Overall. Because we had Kelly and we had Naya this season. So we have had more than that is in Ascendables. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm on mobile. Okay. I'm kind of losing interest in The Walking Dead. Like I haven't ever even seen a similar episode this season. This season, awesome. The Whisperers are in it. I mean, that's enough, right? It's the Whisperers, man. I think is it next February when it comes back. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good because we're actually gonna be fully seeing the Whisperer characters and stuff. I really am interested in that. Like Whisperers are probably my favorite like group overall, especially like Beta and Alpha. I just really interested. I really like the actors that are portraying them as well. Ryan Hurst is, I'm a really big fan of him. Watching on your tablet. Okay. Nor have I caught up with the comics. I used to be Lore Master, but now I'm all rusty. Well, I mean, you know, you go through different phases. Like I've never read the comics, but I'm really thinking about reading them. You know, thinking about catching up and reading them. I was watching on mobile, but now I'm watching on PC. Okay. I'm talking about the new characters. There are way too many red sandies. 2? I mean, altogether, yeah. True enough, I get what you're saying. Like the 5 stars, yeah. True enough. It's a shame that Sandy doesn't keep her nice trousers as a 6-star. Or she gets a nice top as a 6-star. She's got nice stats, like attack, defense, and HP, to be honest, for a defensive character. She's still going to do quite a lot of damage, all things considered. 300% damage isn't that bad. It's better than Mirabelle's rush. I think Mirabelle's is 250. And Mirabelle can hit really hard sometimes. I'm still not 100% certain on this character, to be honest. Does she legit just change her trousers a little bit? New belt. Same shirt. gets a green jacket. Looks like she puts her trousers on as a jacket. And she gets her rucksack. Her hand position changes maybe a little bit, I'm not sure. 450% damage to a line of enemies. This character gets focused for 2 turns. Yeah, like turn 5 I did say she's going to be able to rush behind the shield because of that focus buff. It's not too bad. Unless the focus counts for the turn she rushes on, which would really suck. And it has got a high potential to actually be doing that. If that's the case, this character is not good. Like, that's what makes this character good, is that you can do attack, then rush the next turn, then attack, and then be commanded on that second attack, and then rush with focus still, but potentially she's not going to have it. I have to check it. Let me see if I've got a character that has 2-turn buff, and then I can just test it with that. Who's got a 2-turn buff? Let's think, guys. Who has a 2-turn buff? 1-turn buff. It has to be a buff, not a 3-turn buff. Who has a 2-turn buff? Zeke? 2-turn buff. Okay, we'll take Zeke on a road map by himself. A world map even. Let's see if Zeke can one-on-one on... Actually, it might not be enough. Let's go to 7-1. Do you think he'll be able to solo 7-1? I think he would be able to. Okay. We'll take Zeke as the lead. Doesn't matter. And we'll give him an AP weapon just so he actually gets his rush a bit faster. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to be testing is if we can keep the buff and then attack. Because it works exactly the same on Ezekiel than it would on Tara. The moment of truth coming up. Okay, so that's the second attack for Tara effectively. So then you'd rush. I don't think it's going to keep it, you know. So that's 1 turn. If it goes down to 1 turn left, we're screwed. So that'd be the first turn of her gaining half her rush. And then the next turn, she's not got a buff anymore. Okay, that focus is useless, basically. She's not going to be able to rush with that. And that's what made her like seem half decent. The fact that you can't do that now. You're only going to be able to auto attack behind shields. Which... Nah. It should be more than just her. It should be more than just her as the person who does it. It sucks. If it was a promo character, it would be 3 turns. I'm sure of it. I almost guarantee. Let's just check out what Wayland's is. If Wayland's is the same, I'll be like, okay, I'll eat my. Like, I won't eat my hat. I'll be like, okay, that's the way it goes. If Wayland is 3 turns, then this is just like almost proving my point. Oh no, he doesn't have it on his rush. I thought he got on his rush. He has on his active. Who has a focus rush? I can't really remember if anyone has a focus rush. Does she have a focus rush? No. Wait, she has a focus active, yeah? Yeah. What about him? Nope. I don't think anyone else has a focus rush. But that makes that less useful now, basically, because of that. No new Walking Dead TV until February 2019. True, this is true. Second half of the season is going to be just really good. Is there any character that gives focus to all besides Kate? Yeah, loads. There's a few. There's another character I've upgraded to basically do the job. 5-star Herschel, the red one, does. This one does. Upgraded her. 2 turns. Green Ezekiel, Kirkman edition does. I think that's it. I think that's it, if I'm honest. I don't think there's a blue that does it. I don't think there's a blue that does it. Oh, didn't spoil everything about the episode. There's no spoilers. I'm not spoiling anything about what happens. Like, a lot of it's already been announced before the season started what was happening. Like, they were announcing characters going to be portraying characters before the season started. But yeah. I mean, if you're into The Walking Dead and you haven't been spoiled and you haven't watched it, you've just been really lucky, because like big things have gone down in the last half season. So you need to catch up for sure. It has been good. I'm going to start reading the comics in bed, I think. I want to start reading something in bed. I think the comics will be probably a good way to go. How do you get Wild Map to drop Lilith stage later? Drop territories help, which... to get them dropping territories, you need to attack Walker stages. So these stages, you can get Lilith dropping this. Let's see if I can get one. The chance of me getting one is really, really small. But we'll try. Oh, I've only got 4 characters. We might be okay. But World Map, it's just luck at the end of the day. But it's the higher stages give more chance, so just do the higher stages. Check the characters on each stage. It'll tell you what drops. Yeah, but I mean, like, Lilith is just, it is rare. I mean, I might get 1 Lilith a week, and I farm a lot. I think you've got a better chance if you actually farm the stage than if you use the salvage tokens or whatever it's called. I've been addicted to Red Dead 2 for 2 weeks. I only played Red Dead 2 for like 3 or 4 hours. I did really like it, to be honest. I really did like it, but it's just, I'm not really much of a console player. If it was on PC, I'd be playing it all the time. So effectively, I can get a Lilith on this. Didn't get any characters, but that's how you get Liliths in territories on World Map. The last stage is the best stage to do. Sanctuary. Go to characters, and you can scroll down. And you can see where Lilith is. There she blows. There she blows. I'm thinking about just getting Naya this season. Well, it's up to you, of course. I think that Sandy is worth getting just because she is a revive. And they're not going to be handed out very often to a free-to-play. It's just straight up, guys. Like, you're not going to get a revive. Revive active is actually really powerful as well. Like, Violet from the victory token's really good. Mackenzie, really good. Just as powerful. If not slightly more powerful, because I think her taunting as well is awesome, because she basically will force 2 characters not to be able to attack the person that she's revived. The only downside is that she is alert, which I think someone did highlight the fact that alert characters, basically the counter is blue, which is massive damage dealers basically. Focus rush Kate. Kate will do focus, yeah. Not a 6-star, yeah. It's Herschel as a 5-star. Chat just disappeared for a second, then there reload. I'm all good. Yeah, sometimes it can be a bit weird and just reload and stuff. Yvette has focus on rush, does she? I didn't know that. Don't think she does. It would be just to her, right? Or like to 3. Have I already passed her? I have. Up to 3 teammates get focus and regain 40% of their max HP for 3 turns. Yeah, I think Tara should have done a 3-turn focus to actually make her viable. That way you could command rush her on her 3rd turn. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, testing. My internet just dropped out for a moment. Would you like to see 6-star blue 5-star to Romanov in the future? Sure, yes, I would. Mainly because I've got him somewhere. I would like to see one of the Romanovs become a Lacerator, a fire starter, especially the blue one, just because for some reason he's got bleed on his rush. This is before burn was a thing. Haylock, is Naya a good character to get? I'm going to save up for her. The other 5-stars don't look interesting to me. Yeah, I think Naya, all the ascendables are good to get if you want to get any of the characters. The ascendables the way to go. The only reason you should get any of the first is if you're just like fan of them or something. Like if you really like Sawyer, I can understand that. But otherwise, stick to the ascendables. If you're not sure on who to get, just think about it this way. Sandy's going to be a defense team character. Tara's going to be an offense team character. Naya is going to be like a little bit more for fun, but also can be good on defense or attack depending on how you mod her out. Probably more likely on attack just so you can control her fire starter specialist. That's basically about it. CRW was kind of trash. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. The towers were bad. The only thing that was good was the extension of to the 200k milestone, but I couldn't. I would normally try and hit that, but I couldn't war with those towers. It was horrendous for me. Like, I was taking in blues against reds and getting just wrecked because they had 40% damage and mega defense from leaders and stuff. It's just like they had no weaknesses. It was impossible to come up against red teams in that last war. And the only way you could do it was if you had the green attack tower, and that basically means you take trait damage. So it was just like, well then, thanks. That's great. I bought Sandy and Tara only need 9 now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm probably just going to aim for Sandy on this region because I can only afford 1 most likely. If the rewards from the missions come through for me. Oh, wait a sec. No. If the rewards from the missions come through to me, these ones, I might be able to get more. But there is milestones as well. So I'll hit some milestones and I'll get some of these. No problem. I'll probably at least get up to there. So it's like another, what, 8, 10, at least another 10,000. I'll try and hit 460k this season. Like last week I scored 60k. It says I only scored 43, but I have actually scored 60k. For some reason it doesn't show my points properly. 73k is what I've got. It doesn't show anyone's points properly, I don't think. Is that original Romanov? Yes, that was the original Romanov. I pulled him in the 5-star era on a temple. I was mad happy. It was the first character that came out on a temple. And he was my attack team leader for ages because he had all ranged characters get AP and 30% attack. It was awesome. And I also pulled this character on a 1-pull and she was in my team. Look at that weapon. It's beautiful. Like her and Romanov synergy was really, really good. I got decap all alpha in a token drop last CRW. I had her T3 and she still dropped multi-melee shield team. But how do you get her to double attack more often on normal attack and rush? You can't double attack on her rush. You can only double attack on normal attacks, and it's like a 30% chance. That's it. That's all it is, David. That's it. You can't double attack her rush though. That would be insane if you could double attack her rush because it's AoE. That would be insane. I got 5-star blue command Sadiq from the victory tokens. It's not too bad if you haven't got him already. It's pretty good actually. I wouldn't have been too upset about that. Alright, see you Rafiq. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Look, I remember you showed blue alpha once and with CD collateral damage 2 specialists, you made a crit wet and did ton of damage on red tunes. How can I make red Brian do similar damage? Just stack damage, basically. Damage, attack, crit set if you want. Attack set, crit set, one of those two. Make sure you've got an attack mod. If you have attack set, go with crit, multiplier, auxiliary. Make sure you have crit on the mods. Maybe have crit on the weapon. Brian's weapon is going to be quite hard to make because his rush is so good. His rush is so good. Like, if we look at alpha, her rush is not very good. So I haven't even upgraded her rush. It's quite fast even if I don't upgrade it, so I don't need to. But I don't even plan to rush with her. And the rifle I'm using is not either of these two. Is a stat weapon with double attack. This one. Whereas I can't do that with Brian because he needs AP on attack as well. So I mean, with Brian, you could maybe just do an AP on attack and then as the third slot and not have splash damage. I don't think that bonus HP thing is going to be like that amazing. I mean, it's nice, but it's not really that important. So you could just have a stat weapon, like you could do this on Brian. Have I got any stat weapons on this region? I might not have any stat weapons. Like you could sort of do this in Brian, but instead of HP, you go for crit. He's not going to do anything special with it, but he's going to have... He needs crit to hit that collateral. He needs attack to do more damage. He needs AP to do his rush, so... It's hard to know. It's hard to know. Splash damage would be sick, but... What are you going to sacrifice? Damage crit? You're gonna have to sacrifice 30% damage, which is a lot. Which is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Like, just think about it this way. You're going to be commanding him turn 2. Turn 2. So, it doesn't really matter if he doesn't have a special. He's only going to have to survive one attack. Like, one round of attacks. As long as he rushes turn 2, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Okay, let me check the last of your comments, guys. The last of your comments. Flamethrower Romanov should be ascendable. One of them should be, that'd be cool. Such a grind. The game is a grind, yeah. But that's sort of how the game's built. It's a farming game, you know. It's got 2 of the Flamethrower Romanovs from these seal tokens. The red ones, yeah, the red ones. I need him because I got the new Tara and Ajax from 1-pull. Ah, congrats. Nice. I just got blue leads, ascendable. Revive Carl, is he good? Yes, of course, he's really, really good. Really good. Really good. Okay, guys, I streamed a little bit longer than I expected. 2-hour stream. I only was going to go for like an hour, hour and a half. I've finished the story on both my regions. I took a little bit of time finishing it on this region, but I finished it the other day. Just because I was being lazy. Also, I was trying to farm this to get Darcy for ages. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the story missions are. I don't mind the last stages being every trait on the farm. The drop rate seems to be nicer here as well. So, yeah. Don't leave. It's late. It's late. I'm tired, man. I was planning to do a movie night tonight, but I think I'm too tired, man. Like, I don't think I can stay up for another 2 hours. And I'm gonna go to bed quite early, so I'm gonna go to bed like in the next 10-15 minutes, basically. I'll be asleep by 10 o'clock my time, so I'll be asleep in the next 45 minutes, and I'll probably be up by like 4 or 5 a.m. Maybe earlier, you know. I might be up by like 3 a.m. and then I can plan some videos. I've got some really nice planned videos. I haven't really done properly planned videos for a while. I've just been doing like event videos, pool videos, and streams. So I'm going to be planning some nice videos, hopefully. But I'm gonna leave you with one thing. Some of you guys might have tuned in a little late. I'm gonna link you to. Oh damn! Please don't mess up. I'm going to link you to this page. Right here, you see this page. And you can vote on whichever one you want. It's the community tab here. If you see my tabs up here, it's the community tab on my channel. There's a couple of votes that I've done already. So they're old ones, like which character do you want more? Rose, Princess, Brian. You can see, basically it gives you an idea what other people think, but also you can put your own opinion in, make a comment if you want based on what you select. There's a future Ascendables one. Which one are you most looking forward to? Looks like a lot of people are looking forward to the Dwight. This one is about Survivor Club, you know, the Andrea issue. What did you think should have been the thing, you know, how they should have fixed it. And this one is about what you pay for in the game. Do you pay for the 30-day pass? Do you pay for Survivors Club, the actual Survivors Club, not the trial, just the actual? Do you pay for both, or do you pay for neither? This doesn't mean do you put money in the game, it's just whether you pay for those subscriptions. So there's the link I put in chat. At least I should have put in chat. And if you want to vote on that, please do. I'm going to look at these results probably in 24 to 48 hours. And then I'm going to think about making a video based on the results here. So based on what you guys, you know, put forward, that sort of thing. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be Thursday, but I will be on Mama Deadhead stream on Wednesday, as always. But yeah, that's the end of my stream now, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I'll be on Discord if you want to chat and stuff and show me your pools, but I'm probably going to bed very soon. But that's the end of my stream today, guys. I did say end of my video. That's how tired I am. And that's the end of my stream today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. There's a link again for you as well.